Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to speak about the tuples concept in Python. As all of you know that lists are useful to store multiple values and they can be of the same type or of different data types, right? Say for example, L is equal to say some data 3.2 and say false. So this is how you're storing the different data type values, or you can use you can store the same type of values like string type of values. So this is a string, this is a number, this is a decimal value, this is a boolean value. So list is a collection, or list is actually a variable. Okay, L is a variable here and L is known as a list is a special data type. Okay, and with this variable is allowing you to store different data type values. So basically list is a collection of different values, right? Multiple values, right? So similarly tuple is also the same thing, but what you have to do is you will be using the parenthesis here. The symbol is parenthesis. That is the main difference when you are typing. So this is the main difference. For list you are using the square brackets, whereas for tuples you are using the parenthesis here. Okay, so this is how you will be storing. So same like list, so tuples also will have the index, the positive index and the negative index. So I request everybody to watch my video where I am explaining about the basics of the list. So list will take the index 0. So similarly tuples also will take the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and if you come from the right side it is negative. Okay, so let's see here. Say for example, if you are printing, when you are printing, use the square brackets. Okay, so sorry, when you have to use the square brackets. Say for example, if you wanted to see the output of banana, output as banana, say banana is the index position 0, 1, right? So let's see here. Yeah, we are getting the output. Okay, and similarly the same thing. So t1 2, say if you wanted to print till apple, so index position 0, 1, 2, 3, but you don't give 3 here, you have to give one extra thing here. Okay, and say enter. Yes, you're getting the required output. Okay, so the very important thing, what is the difference between the list and tuple? So not only the square brackets. Okay, so the another important things is the tuples are not changeable. Okay, so that why the tuples are not changeable, okay, we will speak in the upcoming videos, but I will show you it's not changeable. Okay, so let's see, for example, the index position of 0, I would like to change it to kiwi. Okay, so the fruit name is kiwi. I'm trying to modify it. Okay, so this is possible with the list, right? But you just check this. So tuple object does not support item assignment. So you're trying to assign the value, I mean you're trying to add the value which is not modifiable, means the tuples are not modifiable. Okay, so first I will for some time let me speak about the functions which are the tuples, and then afterwards at the end of this video I will be explaining about the how to change the how to modify the tuple values. Okay, so same like list, tuples are ordered. List and tuples both are ordered, means whenever order is important use either list or tuple, no problem. And when you wanted to modify the data, so you are not confident that your data might be required to be modifiable, so then use the list concept. Okay, so if you don't want to modify your data, then use the tuples concept. Okay, and tuples and the list both are ordered, and they are also allow the duplicate values. Only the difference between them is they are not the tuple is not modifiable, whereas list is modifiable. Okay, so let's see some of the functions in tuple. Okay, so t, when I say t, I'm getting the tuple, whatever I'm storing in that variable name called t, the tuple. So I'm getting it. So if I say length of t, length of the tuple, so how many objects are there, how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I'm getting the output. And I have another function also, say type function. So say for example type of say t, if I write, you can see it's a tuple. Okay, and you can see if I say type of L, yeah, type of L, so this is also one of the important function of the list concept. Okay, list concept, and say it's a list. Okay, so whatever the data you write, okay, so according to that you are getting the output here. So now let me tell you how many times the cherry word is there here. Okay, so let's, I mean, I just wanted to count. Okay, so because the tuple is allowing multiple duplicate values, so I just wanted to count the cherry, how many times it is repeating. So let me check that. Say t dot count function, and it's gonna use the word cherry. You can see, yeah, cherry got repeated 2 times here. That's what we can find out by using the count function. And let's see the index position of the banana. Okay, a t dot index, say index of write the word banana, and you see the output, the index position is 1. So the same thing you do with the word cherry here. Okay, so cherry, let me write cherry. So now you will be getting a doubt. So which index position I am going to get? 0, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. So I am going to get the 2 or 4. So obviously whatever the word you write here, so it is going to give the first occurrence where it is occurring first time. Okay, 0, 1, 2, index position 2. So that value is going to give you the as output. Okay, so now the same thing, let me take the same t value here. Okay, so t I am taking, I'm just copying it. I would like to create it like a special program. So let me take this. Okay, I'm going to save it like a control s uh, tup.py. I'm just saving this program. Okay, and then afterwards say print of t, and let me check the output. Okay, you can see here I'm getting the output. Let me close this and run this again. Yeah, so this is the output, right? So t value. So now let me show you how to modify. So how to modify the t value, that's what I'm explaining here. Very, very important. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one variable called say for example yes is equal to, and there is a function called list function. List is all list is the function. So what I'm doing here, to this list function I am submitting the t value. Okay, so whatever the content is in t, that is going to be converted as a list and storing in a variable called yes. So simple. Okay, so next afterwards I am just going to print the yes value. Okay, just save the program and you see here yes. So you see, this is what is a list. You can understand it by using the square brackets, right? Okay, so if I print the t here, so that's a difference. You will find it here. Okay, so I am printing two things here. The tuple. So you can see the tuple. This is a tuple, and the next one is the list. Okay, so right now removing the printing concept. So it's very important concept. I would like to tell you now. Okay, so you know, you just have seen, right? So in, I just wanted to change the first whatever is there. So the first word apple is there here, right? Tuple. So I actually, my intention is to change this value to the grapes. So anyhow the data is available in the list, so lists are changeable. S of 0 is equal to, okay, s of 0 equal to, so what I'm writing here, I'm writing grapes. Okay, so yes, so you can just check the output of the s value here and just see the output here. Yes. So this has been modified, right? So now what I'm doing, I'm just running this print statement. So now whatever the s value has been created, right? So s has been created. So this s value I will give it to the tuple. Okay. So what is our original tuple name? T, right? So t is equal to, right? So there is a function called the tuple function, and I'm submitting the list called yes. So, so here that yes has been updated when the list has been updated, right? So after updating, what I am doing, I am giving this yes to the function called a tuple. So whatever the data is available in the list named yes will be converting as a tuple named t, and after that I am going to print the tuple. So dear students, please try to understand, there is no confusion here. So first, this is a tuple and I have given this t tuple as a list to a variable called yes, and then S is anyhow it's a list, right? So it is converted as a list. So S is a list. So list can be modifiable. So I have modified the data at index position 0, and then afterwards this yes, I have submitted to a function called a tuple in order to convert the list data into tuple, right? So list data is converting as a tuple and storing in a variable called t, and finally I'm printing the t. Okay, so just for your clarity, I will just print the tuple value here, print of t. Okay, so print of t, print before changes, and you can see here this is before changes, and this is after changes. Okay, so print slash n after changes. Okay, save it and execute the program now. Yeah, so before changes this one, and after changes you can see, so apple and grapes. Okay, so remaining all data is as it is, so the change has been happened. So that's how we can modify the tuple. So this is very very important for you to know. Okay, so one more way I can show you how we can create the tuple here. So just let me show you this. Say x is equal to tuple of, say, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Okay, so basically this is a tuple, right? So tuple is a function. So these values I am just keeping it in the parenthesis. Okay, and let me show you the x, you can see here, and the x dot type, or type of x, right? So type of x, you can see, yes, it's a tuple. So this is another way of creating the tuple. Okay, so please remember tuple is a okay, so basically this is something like a constructor, if you notice. Okay, so if I'm speaking more technically programmatically, okay, forget about it, just use a function called tuple, and inside that you write these things. Okay, so another way, simplest way is b is equal to, so generally you used to write like this, right? Okay, so what I did, I just use a constructor called a tuple, and I store it in a variable called x. Okay, so right, so that's all about the tuples concept. So I request everybody to be 100% perfect in the list and tuples concept, the differences between the list and tuples, and the functions. So note down the functions. Okay, and be perfect in that, right? So that's all. If you have any doubts, please get back to me. Thank you all of you, have a good time.